Coming up on Vegas Revealed, it's a first for us as we attend WrestleMania at Allegiant Stadium.
On our way to our first WrestleMania, the drama of it all. It also broke records across the board.
And next up, we have a big music award show coming to our city for the first time. We reveal the superstar nominees.
The Sphere XO contest named its winners.
We were there as the student artwork debuted on the Exosphere.
There's also a new winner for Hell's Kitchen on Fox, and Sean jumps on the grill with Gordon Ramsay and cooks up a burger. He's not a winner, but it's still fun to watch.
And what's next for Siegfried and Roy's Jungle Palace?
We have the details on that coming up.
Let's get going. Vegas Revealed starts now.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Galindo Law, starts now.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed. I'm Sean McAllister, along with Dana Roselli, and I think it's fair to say we're still basking in the glow of our first WrestleMania experience.
We had so much fun. And listen, we've been talking about it for such a long time, saying we're going to go. Well, we finally went. And like you said, we're still buzzing because we had so much fun. And WrestleMania was a huge success for Las Vegas.
Man, was it ever? I mean, there were attractions, there were meet and greets. We had the main event over at Allegiant Stadium, and you've seen our coverage and interviews leading up. Well, we ended up going to night 2 of WrestleMania. It was a first for us, and it was wild.
It really was. We were up in the press box looking down and just seeing that wide view of a full stadium, and then knowing that the night before was exactly the same, it was really impressive. And the drama of it all, that stage, the music, the fireworks, it was incredible.
Yeah, and of course, WWE was a huge success here in Las Vegas as they brought WrestleMania to town, and it broke a ton of records too.
On our way to our first WrestleMania.
Beautiful day. Limp up in the sky.
We're excited to see what this is all about. Yeah, WrestleMania 41 became the most successful and highest grossing event in company history. That's what happens when you bring it to Las Vegas.
Jeez.
I mean, the numbers, even just for WrestleMania 41 at Allegiant Stadium, they had a total of 124,693 fans across 2 nights at the stadium. So that was impressive. Then WrestleMania 41 was the most viewed WrestleMania of all time as well. And that was up 114% from the record set last year for WrestleMania.
Man, it also broke records for merchandise, sponsorships, on-site hospitality, WWE World, which is the big fan convention over at the Las Vegas Convention Center. I mean, the views on social media were just through the roof. So needless to say, WWE and Las Vegas are a great fit. So who knows? We may be seeing WrestleMania back here a little sooner than later.
I know, possibly. And, I know we're not allowed to have opinions, but we were kind of cheering for Cody against the American Nightmare against John Cena because we had interviewed Cody and he was just so nice. That's his persona in the WWE world. And then John Cena ended up winning, which was kind of expected, and the whole thing and the drama and the turn. But, I'm sure Cody will be back at some point and have his moment again. But
as one fan told us in the elevator as we were leaving that night, he said, you know what?
He'll be fine.
Cody will be fine.
Oh, well, anyway, I loved his walkout with the outfit and the whole nine.
It was.
But that's the female perspective.
And so WrestleMania was a huge success, but here in Las Vegas, there was a lot of other stuff going on at the same time as WrestleMania, including playoff hockey. We had the Vegas Golden Knights starting the first round of Stanley Cup playoffs during WrestleMania weekend. As a matter of fact, over at T-Mobile Arena, they had the first Vegas Golden Knights playoff game. The next night, they had to set up for Monday Night Raw inside T-Mobile Arena. Then the night after that, they had to get everything set up for Game 2 of the first round of Stanley Cup playoffs. So kudos to all the crews who worked around the clock to get the arena set up, torn down, set up again, and ready for all of the events happening here. As a matter of fact, Dana, I went down to the park down there for one of those games and ran into a couple guys who were here from Indiana for work.
Right.
And they were like, man, is it usually like this? We had no idea there was going to be playoff hockey and WrestleMania. Like everything was happening.
Yeah, everything was happening. And then when you see like the video we're showing you right now, what we do as a hockey team to entertain people entering T-Mobile Arena, all those people in town for WrestleMania that happened to be on the plaza got to see this.
Yeah, and the two guys, they said, man, nothing like this happens in Indiana.
No.
Like, no, that's why you got to come to Vegas.
I know.
To get all the excitement.
Well, I'm glad everyone had a great time. And yeah, kudos to the crew. Kudos to everyone that brought WrestleMania here and worked behind the scenes. They were fabulous to work with on our end. So we hope you come back.
Of course, another big attraction here in Las Vegas is the Sphere. And they've actually reached out into the Las Vegas community and challenged kids to get really creative.
We were able to go to this ceremony. It was great. It was on Earth Day, and it showcased the culmination of the second annual Sphere Exo Student Design Challenge. Now, Clark County-based students' Earth Day-themed artwork was chosen to appear on the Exosphere, both by the general public in a global vote and also a panel of experts. So there were winners in the end.
Yeah, and the 8 winning students' artwork debuted on the Exosphere. It was a great moment for them. Check this out.
You proud?
Yeah.
We're an entertainment venue, right? So we show films and movies, so on and so forth. We also have residencies and concerts. But think about the ability of your listeners, if they have kids in their house. Like, think about your 10-year-old coming home and saying, I'm going to have my artwork on the Sphere, right? That's really, really exciting. So we're so happy we're able to do this, and the community's really embraced this. We could not do this without CCSD, Clark County School District. We could not do this without UNLV, and that partnership has been fantastic.
I mean, we've all watched the journey of the Sphere to become the greatest roller coaster on the Las Vegas Strip, the greatest attraction that maybe we've ever invented. But think about being a 16-year-old or a sophomore at UNLV, and you talk about your art portfolio, and you say, "Oh, would you like to see it?" It's there, right? That's where my portfolio can be seen. It's just a canvas the likes of which none of us could have ever dreamed of until the Sphere dreamed it up.
For the high school and college students, it was a technology focus. So they had VR headsets and laptops and a digital pen, and that's how they created the art.
There's a lot of other content areas involved in art, so it is part of the whole child, and we want to make sure that all of our children are exposed to art.
Every single student at every single school had the opportunity to participate in this design competition. Every single student.
The scholarship means so much to me because it helps me further my education into architecture.
Every time it plays on the Sphere, both tonight and in the future, the music that they selected will run with it. And we're gonna have it throughout the summer. So roughly for the next 4 months, give or take, their artwork will be on full rotation on a daily basis at the Sphere. And it's gonna have their names, the school they were with, and their artwork. This is a really big deal.
A big congratulations to those 8 winners and really to all of the students who submitted artwork in this design challenge.
Yeah, what a fun experience. Well, the American Music Awards will be held in Las Vegas for the first time. The show is set for Memorial Day, May 26th, so expect to see all your favorite musicians roaming around the Las Vegas Strip that weekend. They already come in Memorial Day weekend. Now we're going to see even more of them.
Yeah, no doubt, with some superstars in town for that award show as well. Check out some of these nominees: Kendrick Lamar, leads all nominations with 10, followed by Post Malone. He picked up 8 nods. Billie Eilish, Chappell Roan, and Shaboozey round out the top 5. They each got 7 nominations.
That's
So
right.
it is going to be a wild time as the American Music Awards set up shop for the very first time here in Vegas.
We can't leave out my girl Taylor Swift. She got a lot of nominations too.
She did.
Okay.
By the way, Jennifer Lopez will be hosting that ceremony.
Laughlin can be a great place to road trip and attend a show or concert.
Terry Fader is doing a show there this summer. He also has one over at the Strat. We revisit our backstage tour with all of his puppets.
Next on Vegas Revealed.
If your California home or property was damaged by wildfires and you've already filed an insurance claim, listen closely. You could still be owed more compensation, even if you have received an insurance check. Galindo Law is here to help you with a free claim review. Let us review your case and help you get the financial compensation you may deserve. Call 1-800-251-1533 or visit galindolaw.com.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. Well, maybe you want to go down to Laughlin this summer and see a show. Well, the Edge Pavilion is really known for its intimate seating and state-of-the-art sound and lighting.
Yeah, and they have a great lineup of shows coming up over the next several months. Check out just some of the names that you can see there. We have Dustin Lynch, the Oak Ridge Boys, Sawyer Brown, Terry Fader, Larry the Cable Guy bringing the laughs, Josh Turner, Lit and Fuel. Lit and Fuel, that's my generation. I love it.
Yeah, that could be a good time. You can go to edgewater-casino.com for more information and tickets.
Well, you heard Terry Fader mentioned on that list. You can also see Terry Fader's show over at the Strat.
Yeah, he gave us a backstage tour when he opened his show there. It was really fun. Check it out. When you sit around and think about how you want to put the show together or what kind of characters you want in the show, is it something that you think long and hard about, or is it just like, I've always wanted, or I had this idea?
You know, it totally depends on the type of music I want to do. We just had an idea for a series of songs, for a medley of songs we wanted last night during dinner after the big show, and somebody threw something out and I said, oh my gosh, I gotta have a puppet that does those songs. And so I'm gonna start working on that. That's how I created it. Like I created the Beatle. This guy is and kind of, if you look at him, he has an amalgamation of all 4 Beatles. I had him created as if, so there are parts of him that are that look like every single Beatle out there. So the nose is kind of Ringo Starr, the eyes are Paul McCartney, the glasses are John Lennon. And so that's kind of I just wanted him to look like all of them because he supposedly is the 5th Beatle. So his name is Hyphen. And so that's really, and then of course Vicky the Cougar, I actually met some ladies in Hollywood that looked just like her. And I said, I gotta get one of these. I gotta create one of these. And so she sings the female songs, you know, female empowerment songs. Oh yeah. And then of course our character, Barry Fabulous, does Broadway. He's as you can see, the flashy jacket and everything. He's the big Broadway star. This guy here, Dougie Scott Walker, he's my annoying neighbor. He's the Leonard Skinner. He wants to sing that Southern rock, you know. That's what he does.
And so many people relate to him. That's what the best.
Absolutely.
We're like, oh yeah, I had that neighbor, whether it was right next door or at least like a few houses down.
Exactly. And you know, that's really what I do. I try to create things that people are going to relate to. People relate to Dougie. They relate to Vicky because you cannot imagine how many women, that especially redheads, will come and say, "Oh, I love Vicky the Cougar. It's me. You know." So that's kind of what I do. I try to create characters that are going to speak to people's hearts and make them want to come and see the show and make them want to quote them afterwards. You know, like Dougie, they'll tell me that at driving home, the kids would be like going, "Dude," you know, because that's his thing. He says, "Dude," a lot. You know.
Right.
Still to come, it is burger season, but if you don't want to grill on your own, you can always visit Gordon Ramsay Burger.
That's right. He opened a new restaurant at the Flamingo recently, and Sean gets in the kitchen with the celebrity chef next.
Oh boy.
California homeowners, was your home or property damaged by wildfires? Even if you have already filed an insurance claim and received a check, you may still be owed more compensation. Don't risk leaving money on the table. Call Galindo Law now for a free claim review. We'll tell you if your insurance company may still owe you compensation. Call 1-800-251-1533 or visit galindolaw.com.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. We have a music icon headed our way.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Stevie Nicks has announced a new leg of tour dates for 2025, and she has a stop in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. The show is set for October 11th. That's a Saturday. And if you've never seen Stevie live, she is fantastic.
For sure, one of the best. Speaking of the best, the season 23 winner of the hit Fox reality show Hell's Kitchen has just been named executive chef out at the Foxwoods Resort in Connecticut. That's where Gordon Ramsay has another one of his Hell's Kitchen restaurants.
Yeah, Kyle Timpson of New Jersey will lead the restaurant's kitchen. He started this May, so congratulations. Always exciting when you see the finale of that show because it takes a long time to get through there and it's a lot of pressure. So, hats off to Kyle.
And over the years, we've seen winners of Hell's Kitchen, the TV show, take head chef positions at restaurants here in Las Vegas as well. So Kyle may come our way at some point.
That's right. I like Foxwoods, though. It's a good spot. Well, Gordon Ramsay's latest restaurant in Las Vegas is over at the Flamingo, and Sean did jump in the kitchen with Ramsay to dress up a burger. Well, this was a little bit Hell's Kitchen style, I must say, because it went, well, so-so.
Here's to Gordon Ramsay Burger at the Flamingo. Cheers.
Chef, it's been over a decade that we've been talking about new restaurants, new shows. Now you're back with restaurant number 7 here at Flamingo.
Restaurant number 7's a dream. And I'm as passionate at number 7 as I was at number 1, as you well know. And not only a second home, but the family here is unique. Caesars Entertainment have been one of the best partners I've ever had a chance of working with. But the Flamingo, this gave birth to the sort of glitz and the glam back in 1946 when Hollywood came from LA and hit the Strip, and it was the Flamingo that was instrumental in putting this place on the map. So we've done the same with the glitter. We haven't sat on our laurels from the success of Planet Hollywood, and we've upped the ante again. But amazing team, cool Britannia bar. But look, a 60-seater terrace, 300 seats, it's stunning. We're going to cook because we've interviewed and we've tasted, but I need to get you cooking back on the grill. So I'm going to do a steak burger.
A steak burger, okay.
So this is a beautiful combination of ribeye, chuck, fat, and a little bit of brisket in there as well. We ready?
Delicious.
Let's go.
All right.
After that, you should be saying, yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Louder.
Yes, chef.
Why are you shouting? What's wrong? Are you okay? Come on, man. Right, burger. Brush the burgers. Let's go. Brush the burger with a little bit of butter, both sides, onto the grill. I'm going to toast the buns lightly. Now flip them on. That's it, right in the middle where all the heat is. No, flip them over, caramelize the butter. First off, good. There you go. Now brush the top again. Multitask, my man, multitask.
Oh my gosh.
When was the last time you cooked a burger?
Well, like this? Never. Are you kidding me? The pressure's on.
And again, we go 30 seconds on again, and then 30 seconds on again, okay? Lightly toasted the bun. So when we put that sauce on there, it doesn't start going soggy, and we keep that nice, tender, beautiful brioche bun beautifully toasted.
So you give it a nice base for that sauce to sit on.
Yeah, and this is full of butter, this brioche. So that caramelizes well. One more little base again with the butter, please. Thank you. Good.
Yes, chef.
And then flip that again. There you go. Gently, gently. There you go. Oh, there you go. Back in. One more based.
One more base.
One more based. And then from there, we come round, and then we take them off onto the grill. And now we start the exciting part. We're going to start building this amazing steak burger.
All right.
So you do one and I'll do one, okay?
Sounds good.
And there we go. We have our beautiful, delicious steak burger.
Look at that. Now listen, I had trouble keeping up with you, so I don't know if my application's going to be on the way.
We're fully booked for now, but thank you, honestly.
You like how I just submitted myself for that?
No, but I prefer you in front of the camera, not behind it. I do the behind the scenes, you do the front of scenes, okay?
Got it. It's going to be great to have you back here on the patio when those cars are racing by for F1, and I've got some skills to work on here.
Number 7, good to see you, bud.
Great to see you, bud.
Likewise, bud, thank you.
Coming up, the Strip is getting a new dining, sports, and nightlife spot. Details next on Vegas Revealed.
Plus, Siegfried and Roy's Jungle Palace will go down in history, and you may be able to get inside. We explain that coming up. Stay with us.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Galindo Law. Weekends on Fox 5.
Hey, now you are watching Vegas Revealed.
Shouts out to my homegirl, Vegas Revealed.
Hey, what's up, guys? Mark Wahlberg here. You're watching Vegas Revealed.
Debbie Gibson here, and I can't shake my love for Vegas Revealed.
It's Lou Nell, the original bad girl of comedy. You're watching Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Galindo Law. Weekends on Fox 5.
If your insurance company underpaid you for wildfire damage, call Galindo Law now. Call 1-800-251-1533.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. Siegfried and Roy's private home sold for $3 million back in 2023, but now it may become a museum.
Yeah, it's known as Jungle Palace. The Clark County Commission approved it as a historic designation, and they also approved use permits for the mansion. Now, you're looking at some photos from the property. The owners now plan to create an entertainment venue and museum. They want the public to be able to experience the iconic property and remember the famous duo. So I think that's really cool. You know, inside they have so many features, really cool ones like skylights, a bird sanctuary, animal enclosures, custom stained glass, and more.
Yeah, there's 4 parcels, 4 homes, plus casita, cabana, 3 pools. So really a piece of Vegas history that hopefully we as the general public will be able to experience in the years to come.
Well, this is exciting. Bottled Blonde Las Vegas is slated to open this summer. It's going to be a new dining, sports, and nightlife destination in the heart of the Strip.
Yeah, it's located on the southeast corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Flamingo Road. It's directly across from the Bellagio Fountains. Bottled Blonde Las Vegas will span 20,000 square feet, over 3 stories. It'll also have an open-air rooftop.
Love that. Here's a look at some of the menu items. The $50 million standalone venue will have brunch, lunch, and happy hour offerings. And then in the evening, it'll have those nightlife vibes. So it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's going to be great to have that corner built out, you know, right next to Old Red. Great venues over there.
Yeah, and a good spot, like you said. If you want to watch any of our past episodes, you can always go to our YouTube channel. We load them all up, and we have so much content there that you may want to look through, so please enjoy.
And we also do weekly audio podcast episodes. Just scan the code on your screen right now to catch up on all of those. And, of course, follow us on social media.
Yeah, we are wrapping up today's show, but we couldn't wrap it up without saying Happy Mother's Day to our moms. There's my mom, Diane Roselli. We are very close. I'm so lucky to have her, so happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, and here's my mom, Priscilla. Love you to pieces. Can't wait to have you back out here in Vegas.
Enjoy your Mother's Day, everyone. There's so much to do in Las Vegas. Get out and enjoy.